Hello. Hey, Kanye, welcome. Gotta be AFK for a bit. That's fine. Welcome, Bobcat. You guys will have to let me know how my mic sounds. Because I have some new stuff going on. Coder overload? What? Never have that problem on here. There it goes. I was just thinking. You know, I did forget to actually... I did forget to test if my internet was good before we got started, so hopefully it'll be fun. How's everyone doing? We're here in between Christmas and New Year's. That fun time of year. Loading up Planet Zoo. We haven't played this in a couple of days. Man, my coder's mad at me. I don't know why. Hasn't done that the last couple of times we streamed. I wonder if I changed something in my settings since the last time we did this. Should be fine though. I guess I am using... You've returned? Welcome back. I'm just playing with my settings, try to figure out what I did. Well, let's do this. I don't think this is the problem, but we'll do it anyway and see if it helps. Alright, so where did we leave off in the zoo? I think we had built the Otter Exhibit the last time we played. We've got the otters with the big spotlights that are not doing really what I wanted them to do under the water, but you know, they're there. You got Planet Zoo for Christmas? That's so awesome. See, that's the thing. Parents are always like, we can't get you that, it's too expensive. What they really mean is, we're not getting you that because we got it for you for Christmas. So that's really exciting. I'm glad. Have you gotten to play it for yourself yet? Did you get any of the DLC packs? Tell me all about it. So I think where we last left off, we had built this. And I think we had built this wackadoo place. I was debating whether or not I cared. I think that people could see. I think I was putting in this fence. And then I got frustrated. So I think... Hey, Dom! Welcome, welcome! Just trying to figure out where I left off with my wacky zoo over here. So we finished the Asia area here. We've built that. So I think we just got to figure out, like, where we want to expand next. I think there's some prettying up with the zoo that we could do. For sure. It's a wacky zoo. I'm really bad at grids. I'm really, really bad at grids. I was asking if I sound okay. If I sound terrible or bad or different or anything. I don't think I will. I think I'll sound about the same. But it's a question for no particular reason. Can I play with these lights so they're not like Super Bowl lights? Like, are there settings? Oh, there are settings. Okay, here's what we can do. We can change the color on them, and it'll kind of mess with the intensity, I think. So, like, if we do this, I do sound different. Is it a good different, you would say? A bad different? Just different? Okay, if we go with gray, it kind of lessens the intensity. Or some sort of background noise. Yeah, see, I have to play with it. I got a different microphone for Christmas. Yes, I think you can actually hear my computer, the fan on my computer. So I got a new microphone, but I don't know how to do the settings on it. So I might have to put like a high pass or a low pass filter. What's the filter where it low pass filter because it's going to take off the high, right? I think I might need to put like a low pass filter on my mic. Can I do that? Can we play with mic filters like on stream? What do I got here? Limiter. What is that? I don't even know what that means. We're gonna take that off. I don't know what that does. Oh, yeah, Kanye says, yes, you have no DLC packs yet, but you have a small zoo in the desert challenge mode. So far, you've got Indian peafowl, common ostriches, African wild dog, Springbok, and a cheetah, and some snakes. That's pretty amazing. All your wild doggos. I understand. You have to do it. I don't know what any of these things mean, so we're gonna not play around with filters on stream. But I need to mess with it. But I'm pretty excited about it. But I want to, like, stream for a bit. Anyway, I was playing with these lights. Can you tell that I'm a little bit all over the place right now? So I think if we go here and we change the color on these lights. Did it do it to both of them? I didn't mean to do it to both of them, but, like, it makes them I don't know, they're still, like, just as intense. Yeah, see, I want the light to work, but not to be like, you can land a plane here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure there's a way to do that. So, this just might be how it is. I do like the rubber ducky. So yeah, this is what we got going. I mean, that's a little bit better, and you can still see underneath. It's not quite you can land a plane here. We'll mess with that more later. I'm gonna let the zoo run because I'd like to get into the daylight so we can build. But I think the plan is to expand the zoo in one way or another. My guests are like, they're not super happy right now, and I don't know why exactly. Is something making them unhappy? Like, there does not appear to be something causing, like, all of the stuff that says that causes guest unhappiness is not near the guest. I mean, there's this. I don't feel like that's, like, reason to be that mad. Oh, that's right, I have an educator. Still trying to figure out how that works. Okay. You come over here, I guess, and pick up that trash. Guest needs. What biome is this zoo? Is in the tropical. We're playing in tropical today. I've built franchise zoos and a couple of different ones. I haven't done all of them yet. Let's see here. The bathroom's pretty under control. Thirst is, because we're in a warm biome, thirst is going to be the biggest issue. So I might be able to put in some stuff to help with that. Like, you can see there's a lot of thirsty people. Hunger is mostly under control. I mean, it's okay to have some hungry people, like, that's what you need stuff for, yeah. There's plenty of benches, but for some reason, happiness isn't super high. Oh, it fixed itself a little bit. Maybe it was just that litter. Maybe I just have a lot of people who just really don't like litter that much. Animal talk facility is unaccessible? Why? Why is this unaccessible? Okay, I don't know why that wasn't working, but there we go. Educator will come by there eventually. What do we got? Educator's spending a lot of time walking. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what we can do about it. I do know that they're going to educate some people, though. Look at that. He's literally at it. What do you mean it's inaccessible? He's literally standing at it. I think that's wrong. I also think this one's wrong. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, we're getting some daylight, so let's go. Again, you can still land a plane with these lights, so that's exciting. Baby otters! I'm gonna make an executive decision that these lights don't help. And they're just gonna go away. Okay. Because now I can't even see my otters when they're here. Baby otter! Look at this. Look at this baby otter. Look at this thing. It's kind of terrifying. I can't actually lie. Look at them swim. Oh, this is so cool. This animation of them coming in and out of the slope is still a little glitchy, but that's okay. That'll get fixed in time. Okay, so now we're going to pause it, because I like where we're at in the daylight. So now, does anyone have a strong opinion on what, it's utterly adorable, but baby otters are amazing. Does anybody have a strong opinion on what animals we should build next? What are you guys looking for? I'm thinking of expanding off this way. We could do some savanna animals. I haven't done any. Found it pretty hard to do a tropical zoo, so you did it on free play. Yeah, it takes a little getting used to, for sure. But we could do some savanna animals if you guys are into that. I'm just going to send my link of this stream to somebody really quick while we think about this. We could try... I also have Arctic stuff, so we could try some Arctic critters if we wanted. Savanna... Okay, so Don wants some savanna animals. I think we can go that. I know this is rude. I'm sorry. There we go. So, savanna animals. See, I go a little crazy. If you want to do savannas, do a cheetah. Okay, we can do cheetahs. Cheetahs is good. Because, like, I go a little crazy sometimes. And, like, put all the savanna animals together. Instead of just having a couple different savanna exhibits. And it's really just not that helpful. Okay, so cheetahs. They're kind of, like, reverse of other big cats, right? They have a dominant female. And you can have, like, 2 males with them. They can live a while without one-sided glass. I have one-sided glass, though. So that will not be an issue. Savannah, and you want to try to get her a boyfriend. That is important. Sorry, my friend just texted me like... Alright, so cheetahs. Let's think of something kind of unique with them, yeah? So let's do this. Where is my path? Align to grid, to this grid. We're going to expand this out. So this is going to be our main pathway still. It's going to go this way. Nothing quite like making grids. That's everyone's favorite everything. Gonna make food, maybe back. We'll be here a while. Building exhibits takes a hot second. Okay, so we'll extend this path out quite a bit. And I think what we'll ultimately do is put a path around here. And it'll loop like around the otters. And the otters will be like a little island, kind of like the pandas. And we're going to have the path pretty much goes this way. I have no real intention of interrupting this path, like the rest of that direction. You know what I'm saying? So we'll kind of put this here, and then we'll make another little animal zone over here. So we could put like some cheetahs and some lions. Like we could do like African predators this way, I think. Some African predators. What do you got? Long area so they can run. Small patch of bushes so they can hide. And lots of food. You are a cheetah expert. I love to see it. Alright, we will make them a nice long exhibit. Now we have this stuff, so I could technically, like, connect my habitats there, too. I want to be careful and not let them get cold with the area we made for the wolves. So how do we want to build this? Let's see here. Let's see. What can we do to make this unique? Yeah, cheetahs, I think, can swim. I don't think they like to swim a lot. Let's check out habitat. Water requirements, land requirement, grade 2, boundary requirement. Doesn't give me anything about water in the same way like this does, right? Which tells me that cheetahs can swim, so a water boundary is not going to help. You could do a ditch boundary for sure, because I like the barrier-free ways to view animals, but cheetahs can be a little bit skittish too. How do I want to do this? You can tell I haven't had to think about an exhibit in a while. Okay, let's just start and see what comes. So we'll have concrete here for sure, because we don't want the guests peeking in. Wow, 7-foot fences. That's exciting. Okay, so we'll have this. Angle snap. Just like that. And we'll send it this way. This is definitely on a weird angle. That is definitely not straight or helpful in any particular way. So that's great. But that's fine. So this is going to be really big for cheetahs, but that's okay, because I have ideas. So then we're going to swing it back. And we'll extend it like that. There we go. And then we'll do this. Send it this way. Oh, look at that. We didn't even make like a real thing. There we go. And in fact, I could even put like a staff path back there and have like a little area just for like cheetah care if I wanted. Okay. So this is a pretty boring looking space, but it's a start. We're just starting. I think what could be cool, actually, I wanna sink the exhibit to some degree. I just think sunken exhibits look neat. I really like what we have going on here, like with the wolves. And I really like what we have going on with the pandas. So I want to do something kind of like that here. We didn't really do it for the red pandas, but that's okay. So I want to... What if... Okay. Let's just start by sinking some ground. We'll start there. So... Let's see, about 10 meters. I don't know what a meter is. I'm American, but that's okay. 8 meters, sure. That sounds like a distance. Alright, and then flatten it all. I'm gonna let time go. I want daylight still. This is still morning light. It's kind of messing with me. I don't know that it needed to be this sunken, but here we are. This much bigger. There we go. Yes! Okay. Make it deep into the ground. Just like that. And really, we probably won't even need, like, the fence, to be honest, because it will be a ditch. It's kind of the plan. If you use yards, it's about that much, 3.5 feet otherwise. Okay. It's sort of like a yard. That's helpful for me. Moisture Farmers Union. Hello. How's it going? How are the moisture farms? Are they in season? I worry about those moisture farms sometimes. There's been a lot of crazy activity on Tatooine this year. So, you know, sometimes that can mess with things. Okay, so we're just gonna have this big ditch. I think we're gonna leave some of it. I made this a giant freaking exhibit. Oh my gosh. Okay, what was I thinking? Whenever I make big exhibits, I'm like, why did I make them this big? And whenever I make small exhibits, I'm like, I have all this space. Why didn't I make a bigger exhibit? I'm just never happy, you know? Never happy. Ah, yes, the benefits of being raised in Canada. Canadians know everything. So it's a well-regarded fact that Canadians actually know everything. I firmly believe that in my bones. We'll kind of make this a little slopey. A little slopey, not to be confused with sloppy. I love the music in this game. So much. We'll keep the barriers up though, because I think it won't stay this way. Now cheetahs like grass. I think this should be pretty good. So we're gonna have this, and then I think I should have made it a little bit deeper, but I think I can make them a cave too. I didn't mean smooth, I mean this. There's been a shortage of moisture evaporators, but what you gonna do? It's 2020. You know, so I hear tell that sometimes the Tuscans have friends with villagers from Anchorhead that know how to get them some good moisture evaporators. They might even tell you a tale or two about Great Dragon Pearls. Okay, let's make a little. This will be like a little cave. Look at that. Look at that little cave. Isn't it? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful little cave that I'm very proud of. That's what that is. And then... Okay, this will work. This will be fine. So then, the plan is... Because I did have a reason for doing all of this. Honestly, can't memorize the longest and shortest days of the year, but that's on your part. If you're talking about my best friend... She has 4,000 IQ. That's pretty impressive. That's a Canadian right there. I think shortest and longest days of the year are. I shouldn't have deleted that. I should have just replaced it, but that's okay. It's December 21st and June something, right? Professor Django in the house. Django, welcome. We are planet zooing today. How goes? Always wonderful to see you here. I am making a cheetah exhibit. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited about it. There's going to be like a little path that you can use to walk through and see the cheetahs. Just like that. Look at that. It's little cheetah road here. This is going to be pretty cool. Obstructed by nothing. Obstructed is the most common word in Planet Zoo. Okay, and then what we're going to need to do is one, put this as close as we can. Two, put this as close as we can. And three, grab some giant rocks, because rocks fix everything. That's what I firmly believe. The Cheetah Girls, also related to the new Wonder Woman movie, right? That's the Kristen Wiig's character, I think. Also, just our good friend Kanye over here likes cheetahs, so that's the true motivation. Yes. Never forget the Cheetah Girls. They were a cultural icon. Rocks can't fix broken bones. Okay, you got me there. You do. I admit it. That's just that Canadian knowledge shining through. You're correct. Two rocks become one rock. Okay. So this is cool. This is neat. This is Cheetah Road. Now let's get some actual cheetahs. Well, you know what I should do is put a door in here, probably. I think a door in here would probably be not a bad idea. First things first, can I put a path off of here? I can. Okay. That's great news. That's really great news. Okay, second thing. Door. Hey, look at that. Having an actual door to the exhibit is helpful. Hold on, let me look it up. Okay, that works for me. I was totally noticing the placement of power and staff buildings in Animal Kingdom because you're playing this game. That makes me happy. That makes me happy on the inside. Well, you were wrong. They can fix broken bones when in the middle of the forest. Well, what do you know? They can... It's probably the type of rock. You know, if you can use them to set bones, maybe. Okay, let's go to animal training and find some cheetahs. Reset all filters. Cheetah. Cheetah. Anybody ever have a cheetah pet? What do we got? Picked up the Thrawn audiobook from Amazon. You're a chapter in, and my god, the narrator switches into his Thrawn voice. It's freaking night and day. Goes, it's Mark Thompson, right? I've not listened to any of the Thrawns on audiobook. I just finished the most recent one this morning, actually, Chaos Rising. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm getting caught up. But I've never listened to him on audio, but I hear Mark Thompson is, like, amazing. Look at this cheetah. Look at that kind of pale cheetah. Okay, what do we got? Can I get a cheetah that's not ridiculously expensive? What's like a moderately priced cheetah? Okay, there we go. It's just that you're 5 years old, that's why. That you're kind of money. That's okay. I believe in you, even at that age. I would like to get two that are kind of about the same age, though. Yeah, I can get... You know what? We'll go for 8-year-old cheetahs. They're old. But that's okay. I still love them. You have, like, no fertility whatsoever, though. That's not something I'm in. There we go. Okay, so this one. And this one. Connecting! How can you see so many when I can see one? Cheetahs? Oh, it might be because of the mode I'm playing in. If you're in a challenge mode... I think my mic's a little loud. If you're in a challenge mode, it might be limiting what you can see. Versus... I'm not in a challenge mode. They were supposed to fix this, so I couldn't move more than one animal from the trade center. I wonder if I need to get an upgrade that I haven't gotten. Cheetah. Cheetah. Oh, it's cool they got the original narrator from Heir to the Empire to come back. Heck, it's cool they got Timothy Zahn to come back. You're gonna do Thrawn. Yeah, I remember... I was watching, I think it was the last Celebration in Europe. It was the celebration before Rogue One. And I was so excited because I was watching the live stream at work. I was working that weekend. And I remember watching the announcement that Thrawn was going to be in Rebels and that Timothy Zahn was doing a Thrawn novel. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. Why are you stressed? What are you stressing about, little bear? Just get away from the people. You'll be okay. Cheetahs never prosper. Haha. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Alright. How long is it going to take for these cheetahs to get in here? Okay. The cheetah's going to go running. Okay. Pause. Click. H. Alright. Can they get out? It does not appear that the cheetahs can get out, so that's good news. That was my primary worry. And they can get in their little cave, and they can go all around their exhibit. So this was a good success right here, I'd say. Cheetahs are faster than Sonic. That's impressive. Alright, you are unhappy with the terrain, which does not surprise me. That does not surprise me much. Okay, what do we got? I am a big fan of putting rock in caves. Somehow it feels right to me. It's not necessary, but it makes me happier. So we're gonna make this rocky. And then we're gonna make the walls, it doesn't really matter if the walls are actually rocky, but again, it makes me happy. Because it would just make sense that it would stay out better if it's rocky. Sonic does have a lot of good options, really. And I mean, they're pretty fast for the most part. Now, Cheetah's working at Sonic? Hoo-hoo. That would be some fast food. For sure. Just don't mind me. Okay. So that's good. Now, they want more short grass, less long grass. Let's get it done. I'm not sure there's any animal in this game that's like, yes, I like long grass. Which is why it's so perfect that the game defaults everything to long grass. So we'll just turn all of this into other stuff and it'll be fine. Okay, cool. We got it where it needs to be. Now let me check something else here. Not power, water. Okay, we can put a little pond in here for him, which would be nice because this is where the water purifier already is. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll give him a little pond. They don't need one, but I think it's cool. Some nice calm water. Look at that. Look at that little pond for him. I think that's neat. We're going to dress that up a little bit too in a minute when we start decorating the exhibit, but I want to get some other stuff done before we do that. Okay, so now they like their terrain, and they like the amount of hard shelter they have, so this is all good. We're going to come back to the zoo a year later and say, wow, we really improved. If I would show you guys my first zoos, ugh, they were terrible. I mean, like, this is still nothing to what a lot of, like, the good Planet Zoo players do. But, like, it's true, though. You get much better. Also, the fact that we might be getting live action Thrawn in the Ahsoka show is very temptingly cool. I would love to see that as well. You know, the thing is I'm of two minds, because on the one hand, I really want to see that, because I think that would be cool. On the other hand, I just really hope that we get a... What the heck is this? What the heck? This is all that newfangled stuff I got and all this DLC I haven't played with yet. But I lost my train of thought because I was looking at that. Oh, right. I want to see Thrawn and all of that, like, in the Ahsoka show, and I'll be so excited when all that happens. I just hope that we get, like, a real, true Rebels sequel, and I kind of want that to be animated. Nothing against any of the live-action shows, because I'm really glad that we have these live-action shows. But, like, I feel like to be a true sequel, it needs to be in the same medium it was originally, you know? So I hope we still get that. But, like, it would be so cool to see a live-action Thrawn. A lot of people have been saying Lars Mikkelsen, who voices him in Rebels, could also play him in live action. Which I would not hate. I think he kind of has the look for it. I'm a little bit, like, as much as I lost my mind when Katie was Bo in live action, but, like, she also was already a known, like, actress in live action. And it made sense. Like, she looked like her character. in a way that, like, I love Ashley Eckstein, and I would have been fine if she was Ahsoka. But I don't know. I don't know that she looks like Ahsoka in real life, if that makes sense. Now, what I want to do is not block this off to the point where the cheetahs can't get in the water, but I kind of want to make this look like a rocky watering hole at the same time. Like, that's what I'm going for here. Kind of add to the effect. But if I block it off too much to the point where they can't climb over the rocks, it defeats the purpose. But, no, I think Lars Mikkelsen is somebody who could transfer over. And I just know because I was a big House of Cards fan for a long time, and he was, I don't remember his name, but he was the Russian president on House of Cards. And he's got that cold calculatedness. People keep throwing around Pierce Brosnan because of the Celebration mural. Well, and like, yeah, but Pierce is getting up there, you know? I mean, he's still going strong, but like, he's not the right age, I don't think. I mean, maybe. Oops, wrong key. Maybe once we get to sequel trilogy times, he's the right age. Like, I don't know. I keep hitting the frickin' wrong key. It's not helping me. There we go. But like, I don't know. There's just a lot. There's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of good potential. I'm excited to see where things go. But like I said, I just hope we get a true Rebels sequel. But like, the other thing with that though is Rebels wasn't a true Clone Wars sequel, and we're just now getting like the actual Clone Wars sequel in Bad Batch. So I don't know. I feel like as much as I'm kind of worried about that, I'm also like not that worried about it, because I feel like it'll come in time. Especially once Disney Plus really establishes that it's okay to have multiple Star Wars series at once. I think then we won't have quite the same weight for it, you know? Okay. Are they still okay with the terrain? Yes. And if I hit... It's not water there, right? That is there. Hold on. I'm still not happy. I think this is desert and I was using grassland, but that's okay. Slightly different color shades will add texture. Just want to make this look cool. There we go. And in fact, let's do that on purpose here. Oops. And add some texture. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So then, traversable area. This is still traversable. It's largely traversable. Perfect. That's what I need it to be. Okay, environment. So, they don't need a ton in the way of trees, but they can have some. So they like grassland and desert. And their continent is Africa. Playing Roblox as you listen to the stream, and there's this one level that you really can't beat. I have never played Roblox before. Roblox. Am I saying that right? Roblox? I know it's crazy popular, though. This is why you still say they should have waited to do Star Wars Resistance show until this sequel's aired. Yeah, I love Resistance too. I was a big fan of that show. But it suffered a little bit, for sure, from the realities of things. I would love to see it even get picked up again. And get like a little bit more to it. Okay, put some of these big trees in. And then let's put some flowers in. I mean, cheetahs like flowers, right? I think so. I don't know. I've never asked a cheetah if they like flowers. But I choose to believe they like them. We can put in some of this papyrus by the water. I think that's appropriate. I think that's cool. Again, I choose to believe that cheetahs think flowers are neat. I guess I could ask. But, you know. There we go. That's good. You know, I took all that time to put all those rocks in all the other places, and I didn't put them anywhere else. Let's put some more rocks in. Add some texture to this exhibit. It helps when you hit the right keys. We got a resistance show that took place a few years from before The Force Awakens and went all the way up to the Battle of Exegol. Oh, that would have been good, I agree. Question: Hey Cheetah, do you like flowers? Well, it really depends on the flower type. As long as I'm not allergic, it's fine. Well, if it turns out they have allergies, we'll get rid of them. The flowers, I mean, not the cheetah. Add a nice little lip to the cave. Let's put in some rocks for texture, you know. I want to make sure that they still have like their room to run. I don't really want to mess with that, but I just like the idea that there's boulders places. I like the idea of boulders. I don't know that I ever really knew that about myself until this moment, but in this moment I'm realizing that I just like the idea of boulders. Let's rotate this one slightly. They can just stick out like that for no reason in particular, really. I just like that. It's like a little tiny pride rock. It's like if you are only kind of feeling yourself, you're not feeling yourself that much. It's like that kind of pride rock. That's like it's a pretty normal day kind of rock. There we go. There, look at that. They got a little pond. They got all this room to run. They can be up over here. That's pretty good. Who eats Skittles at the most random times? I eat Skittles. I guess I've never contemplated like the time I'm eating them. You finally beat the level. I'm so proud of you. So freaking proud. I know that it's like the best feeling when you're like, I beat this level. Okay. Cheetahs. Alright, let's go to bedding. Let's get them some bedding. Just pop down here and drop some bedding. Just like that. There we go. But also, like, maybe drop some bedding here. Like, well, no, I don't like it there. Drop some bedding here. Kind of encourage them to lay out where people can see them. I put that water in over there, so they shouldn't need a whole lot of water. But we're going to put in a water pipe over here. So it's right by where they sleep. And if they're all the way over here and they're thirsty, they don't have to come all the way back over here. Large food tray we're going to set down here. So that they'll eat in good eye shot of what everybody else is doing. Now, let's have some fun with some enrichment items. Why won't you... There we go. Let's put this, like, on top of here. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know why it did that, but that's fine. It says that they're actually good to go, toy enrichment wise, but I think they can have more. I think there's more things they can enjoy. And then food enrichment. Rotation feeder. Nah, let's get they like piñatas. We'll put a pumpkin over here. No one's really going to be able to see that, but that's okay. That way they can enrich themselves with something away. Now, how are we feeling? How are we feeling about our exhibit, guys? They're pretty darn happy. Look at that. Only thing is nutrition, which will fix itself in time when they have their first meal here. So we're going to call this Cheetahs. We'll go ahead and fix the food quality. Look at that. Look at that! You are not at your ideal temperature. Well, why not? You're probably just walking through a pocket. I won't stay there for long. Like, you really want Star Wars animated show that takes place in between 1 and 2? Like the Jedi Quest books? I would love that. We really need more stuff like that. Like, I have a video on my Star Wars channel. It randomly just keeps getting views. I don't know. It must have gotten posted to a Reddit somewhere or something. Oh, look, he's swimming. Look at that. I think that's my girl cheetah. Yeah. Look at her, just enjoying her life. But I get a lot of requests for, like, Anakin stuff, and there's just not a lot of Anakin stuff in current canon outside of the Clone Wars. There's the Obi-Wan and Anakin comic by Charles Soule, and then there's the Choose Your Destiny book by Cavan Scott. But there's really not a lot of, like, Anakin content, so I would love it if we got more with them. Alright, look at this. This turned out, for not knowing what I wanted to do with this, I'm pretty proud of this. No one's really coming to visit it yet, but that's okay. They will eventually. Is this area powered? No. Okay, so that's something I'm going to need to fix. I think what I can do... Can I get a staff path down here? Let's find out. Because if I can get a staff path down here, I can put a generator here. Looks like I can. We'll just put some staff paths down here. And what we're going to do is go to facilities, transformer, power in disguise. Just like that. Look at that. And then, just real quick check. Yep, nowhere near going to negatively impact any guests. And it's going to power this whole area. So that's great news. So let's pause the game. And now we'll build the area. Just imagine when Baby Yoda's finally able to talk and he literally says he wants to be called a Yoda. It'll sound like that. Okay, so we're gonna put down some columns because this is what we're gonna put our readouts on. So we're gonna put that there and that there, and then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna type in education board. Where's the African ones? That's cool. I kind of like this colorful one though. It's a little outrageous. I like that. Put that there. No. Do what I tell you to do. Education frame. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it seems like Lucasfilm is more interested in Vader. Yeah, they have like 80 Vader comics at this point. Hayden's coming back, which is great. Here he may... Like, voice him in Bad Batch? That would be interesting. Personally, I don't think you can top Charles Soule's... Oh, that was so good. I've read Gillen's Vader run, which I swear by. I love it. And Soule's Vader run was so good. I have not read any of this third one. I have, like, some awareness of what's going on in it. But, like, I haven't started it yet. But, like, I'm of two minds, because, like, on the one hand, I'm like, really? Another Vader comic? And then on the other hand, I'm like, okay, but the Vader comics we've gotten have been really good, though. So, maybe I shouldn't judge. Okay, let's see. Cheetah? Speak it. This guy is gonna be like, wow, this sign magically appeared in front of me. What happened? And then I need... There it is. I don't know why I couldn't see that for a hot second. Put some benches down. Put some waste bins down, because people are animals. They will just litter. Whoops. That's not where I want to put it. They will litter like crazy. And it's very frustrating. And then we'll just drop some bins here. Because people are crazy. Alright. What are we looking at? This guy's like, what are your thoughts? You're enjoying the view of the giant otter. You have not yet had a thought about the cheetahs. You have a pretty good view of them, though. I'm gonna be a little disappointed if you're like, nah. I mean, look at that. You can see both of them perfectly clear. Think about the cheetahs. Think about them. I demand you think about the cheetahs. Also, it might sound stupid, but if we got a pod racing show that's literally just races, no, they're just like a NASCAR race. That could be interesting, though, like a show. Well, and I feel like that's what a lot of people thought Resistance was going to be. It's like an actual racing show. Not a pod racing show, obviously, but like a racing show. He had zero thoughts about cheetahs this whole time. Okay. You and your zero cheetah thoughts, I guess. I like this. But yeah, like, it would be interesting to have something that was just more like, instead of story, something that really kind of built off of each other like that. How's our zoo looking? People are getting hungry and thirsty, so we could very easily put in some kind of food zone over here, I think. Ooh, it looks like I could stand to have some more vendors. Let's do that real quick. See how these guys don't have somebody working in them? Because what happens is when you open a building, it automatically hires vendors. Like one vendor for that building, but then who's ever in that building needs to, like, take a break. Okay, well, I'll hire another educator. I have the money, I just don't understand what they're doing. Okay. The zoo's still pretty clean. I could probably stand to have another caretaker just because I added all that pathway, but we'll wait. Zookeepers. How are my zookeepers doing? Everyone appears to be pretty busy. I don't think it would hurt to hire another zookeeper. Mechanics. They're doing alright. There's a lot going on here, though. Yeah, my vendors are all pretty busy. There's not a whole lot of people who could possibly be idling. My vets are definitely busy, but they could also stand to have more training. We'll hire one more vet, because I can. So this might help with... Let's just kind of look around here. See how my booths are doing. Try to keep yeah, it's tricky to do sometimes, but it is the goal. Everything else looks like it's staying stocked. It's a good thing I just got a new vet. But see, like, this person doesn't have anybody for customers. These guys are pretty popular. Like, each episode we explore a different planet and galaxy, different races, maybe some make multiple appearances, different pots. That would be interesting. Or even just, like, different sporting events throughout the galaxy. Promote. I don't know if I'm making myself sound young or old here, but did anybody used to watch Cartoon Network, like, back in the late 90s, it probably would have been. They used to do, like, animal Super Bowls. or not animal Super Bowls, these are animals, Looney Tunes Super Bowls. So it would be like Bugs Bunny versus, like Daffy Duck or whatever. And it was just like a fake kind of, super, like, thing where they would show Looney Tunes cartoons. And then, like, pretend that they were also playing sports or something. Hold on. Don't fall over the edge! Don't fall over the edge! I really do like this wolf exhibit. I think it turned out well. It was kind of like the Puppy Bowl. It was neat. Okay. So, now we've built this area over here. Guess they're still kind of hungry, so I don't think it would be a bad idea to build a food court off of here. We could put like a food court like here, and then put in some like, either like other big cat exhibits, or maybe other like African exhibits. I think that'd be kind of neat. Kind of like what we did over here. In this crazy place. This tiger exhibit's nice too. It turned out well. Just realized that that is not fully in the water. But that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that at this exact moment. Look at the tiger sleeping underneath his thing. But we definitely need to put something more over here to encourage people to head this way. And that'll give us a lot more space, because if you look, we have about 3,000 people in the zoo. But they're really not all up in each other's business, right? Because there's a little bit of crowding here. I don't know what's going on here. Why is there crowding here? But what? Why? Why would you stand right here? That's the AI of the visitors really confuses me sometimes. But that's okay. What do we got? Well, I know that's blocked. That's going to be blocked no matter what. I just don't think this is unaccessible. Oh, this needs to be repaired. I mean, I can move it. If that will make the game happy. Spending a lot of time. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means I need things to be closer. I don't know. I don't fully understand. The visitor IQ is 0. I have no visitors from Canada, clearly. Let's go to marketing. Looks like I'm already doing a fair amount of marketing. Can I do more? No, it pairs that I can only do 1 marketing in each thing. Okay, oh, that's too bad. Oh, that still bothers me. No, this one isn't accessible. That's a lie. She's clearly standing at it. How can it be inaccessible? I think these are still a little buggy. They are newer. I'll probably have to look up, hey, welcome back, Django. I'll have to look up a guide for how to use those, because I clearly am not understanding what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, let's build a food court. What's our power situation? Okay. It's mostly covered, so if I did like a long, like if I put all my vendors here, I wouldn't have to necessarily get more power in the area. Okay, so construction, or rather pathing. Let's pick what path we want for a food court. This is obnoxious. This is good obnoxious food court pathing. We're going to align it to this grid. It's not like this needs to be that large anyway. Okay, got it. That should work for what I'm envisioning. So I can keep going that way. Sorry, I don't mean to keep flashing that on the screen like that. My game is freaking out. Hold on. Hold on. Save it real quick. It's acting cranky, and I don't want to lose it. There we go. Anytime a game starts acting cranky, that is when you should save it real fast. Okay. This is just going to be like a big area. And we'll let that path connect to this. I think what I might do is put in either like another power area over here or some solar panels or something, just so I can have more in this area. It's still freaking out. I should do this while it's paused. I think it'll be less cranky. Yeah, I could easily just put in another power source over here somewhere. I'm gonna want it anyway. Yeah, playing with it paused is doing much better. So we'll put in something. There will be some kind of thing. Nah, I don't like that. I really don't need this, but I'm doing this anyway. Deselect grid. There we go. Facilities, utilities, transformer. But actually negative impact on guests. Okay, so if I put it like here-ish, it's not going to bother anybody. But it will power many things. So that's what we'll do. Staff pathing. So we just need to make sure a staff member can get to it. Perfect. So he had an idea. Mod Subnautica below 0 to address some of the minor pet peeves and stream it with the kids. Oh, that would be fun. That's, is that something you have to mod through, like, Nexus mods? Or does it have mods in the Steam Workshop? Facilities. Information Center. The Information Center will actually... Do I want it accessible through the main concourse, or do I want to make you come in here to get to it? I feel like the Information Center is something better if you can access it without having to go into this area. And then merchandising. What is this? Oh, that's pretty. It's a new shell. That's fantastic. We'll do the same here. There we go. Okay, so now, what do we want? I like the ice cream place. I feel like it's pretty warm here, so that's a good thing. Whatever this place is, I think is good. I really wish I could decide if something goes into a group zone edit or not. Excelente. I love it. Pizza pit. Drink stalls. I made this way bigger than it needs to be, so we'll probably kill some of this pathing. If I'm being completely honest, this is kind of ridiculous. Street Fox coffee. Smoothies. We definitely need a toilet. Toilet is not a bad thing to have. Put it here. Hopefully it will mostly avoid. It will largely avoid that. Okay, good. We're gonna kill a bunch of this pathing. It's not necessary. I got a little bit excited, clearly, and it was not necessary. Okay. Trying to decide if that bothers me or not, or if I want it to be the same. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Well, what if we did this? There we go. Now it won't bother me. I just wanted it to be the same. I don't really care what it is. Okay. That should be plenty of things. And then over here, we'll add the other merchandise things we haven't done yet. Perfect. Perfect. We'll go into construction. Shell. This is a shell I made for one of my other zoos, and I think it'll look good here. Merchandising. Planet Zoo the flamethrower, exactly. I have to do something, be back in a little bit. Sounds good. I wish you luck with your something. Use Nexus, but even that depends on a separate app. Yeah, just because I know some games are weird about it. I really wish Stardew Valley had Steam Workshop mods. Like, so much. But it does not. Because I really wanted to mod Stardew, but it's just like, I don't think it's worth it. There's going to be so much area here. I really went a little overboard, but oh well, that's fine. That's close enough. This is how you can tell I'm truly not in this for the cosmetics, because I say things like, it's close enough. Placing shells. I'm getting hungry. Building this food court. Okay. Cool. Open up. The other thing we're gonna want here, since we have all of these vendors, is we're gonna want a staff room. I'm pretty sure if I do this one, because it's all decorative, yeah, should not dramatically impact my guess. Like, there's a little bit of an overlap there, but that's not bad at all. Oh. And then this game does not like to move around when it's off pause. We're going to click here. Stardew can be done through Nexus, but you need to launch it through email. Yeah, see, it's a pain. which does let you play unmodded for multiplayer. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It used to be you had to mod it for multiplayer. We'll make guests happier. There we go. We'll do the staff PR course since they won't have to walk far to rest at that staff zone, and it's a large one anyway. Oh, I never put shells on these guys. Hold on. Forgot. So we got this. This, perfect. Okay. So then we're gonna go to facilities, benches, picnic benches. We're just gonna keep going with the African theme because I feel like we'll just put more African animals in this area. I think it'll work out fine. Put down a bunch of benches. Eventually I'm going to put some path off this way. I'm just not going to do it right now. There's going to be plenty of seating. We'll put some canopies in. Eventually I want to get it back to daylight. Whoops. But we're gonna wait till I'm done constructing so that it doesn't freak out. Alright. And then we're gonna go to bins. These people are heathens about trash and it drives me crazy. I like that you have decorative trash bins. I like that you have recycle bins. I don't like that you don't have decorative recycle bins. I don't fundamentally understand why you can't just have decorative recycle bins. Because I want to use the recycling bin because I want to recycle. But then they don't look good. I'm like, why? Why do we not have the technology to make pretty recycle bins? That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Now the good thing about doing this in the dark though is, put some lights down. Do I want to use these? See, these say that they're African and they really feel like space to me. Lamp posts. I need something that's kind of neutral, I think. These are pretty. We'll do these. Look at that. Let's turn my light off. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Add some nice atmosphere. I do want to build another exhibit over here or habitat over here because that's what's going to attract more people. But I also want to spend some time prettying the zoo up. Because I feel like we've done a lot of construction now, but we haven't gone back through and made it look good. Look at that. Look how nice all that looks. Isn't that just charming? So charming. Beautiful, beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's let this play out a little bit. There's this giant tree here. So I think what we can do, we can put some lions in. Lions are always nice. Those are also African. And I'll bring more people over here. Although hopefully more people will come over here because they're hungry and thirsty and there's the food court. There's definitely room for a lot of people in the zoo. Look at that. See, we're starting to fill in. a lot of areas I want to prettify. See, that stopped clogging, so I don't know what caused it to clog in the first place. Hello. Hello, creature. Look at you. I'm gonna swim through some plants. Yeah. Starting to lag a little bit. I think it's because there's so many people in the zoo. It's so pretty though. I'm a fan. Let's check on some people. Let's check on some animals. How are our animals doing? So many orangutans. These guys are going mad. Oh, I forgot we have all these scorpions. Should sell some. Just because they're going to be kind of cranky all living together. Otters are doing good. Oh, they grew up already? That's wild. Let's release some otters to the wild then. That's great news. Oops. Oh, not what I meant to do. Select all. Quick trade. And I wanted to do that because the habitat I built for them can only contain so many things. Or so many otters. Okay, everybody else is doing pretty good right now. We're all pretty happy, which is good news. Okay, now let's check on our staff. Get these guys training if we can. Mechanics are probably pretty busy right now too. There's just so much ground for them to cover is the thing. I like to, if I can afford it, I like to train my vendors too, just because they will last longer where they need to be. Wow, I have a lot of vendors. Did not realize I had this many. So many vendors. So many. They don't get paid that much. Compared to, like, vets. Vets get paid a lot. Understandably. Okay. So everybody's pretty happy. This tree is bothering me. It needs to go. Okay, so if we add, like I said, another habitat over here, it's gonna encourage more people to come this way. Why was the food dropped there when there's a perfectly good tray right there? I don't know. Whatever. I'm sorry, zebras. Apparently your zookeepers are not that bright. Yeah, this is starting to not like things. Man, I made this area big. Okay. Look at all of this land. It is exciting. People happy? Look at that. They're donating and stuff. I love it. Are they donating? It's probably not a lot. There's some donations. Some cheetah donations. That's just largely because they're not coming over here. I like their little pond. I'm proud of it. Okay, let's work on, what do you guys say, lions? Lions, maybe? Actually, you know what will bring a lot of people over here is if I have a habitat with multiple species in it. So let's do something with multiple species in it. The thing is, with savanna animals, you can go crazy. Like, you can go really crazy and put, like, 12 different kinds of animals in one thing. Every time I do that, it's really fun until I regret it. So let's not do it that way. Let's do... Elephants just take a lot of space. What about... I think giraffes are fun. What are they filed under? Reticulated giraffe. They need a lot of space though, right? Yeah. But, I mean, I have a lot of space. Okay. What can I do? I feel like with giraffes, I definitely want something kind of sunken. Because then you can, like, be face to face with the giraffe, which would be cool. What do I want to do? It's like starting the habitat is always the hardest part for me, because I have to start thinking through how I want this to go. I can do giraffes. We'll put like 3 species together. Try to limit it to like 3. And then Kanye likes Springboks, so we can put them with Springboks. So like maybe giraffes, Springboks, zebras maybe? Wouldn't be bad. Just need a lot of space. Okay. How do I want it to do this? You know, I could do... Okay. Let's start building. It'll just... If I start building, it will come to me better. I feel like I can actually make this a little bit longer. Get it right up to the edge like that. Okay, so we'll let it do this. I don't want to go too overboard, but my plan is to let people walk into the exhibit. So like this. No, bad. Dial this back a little bit. Perfect. Okay, now what I want to do is slap a habitat gate on here and then see how big is this space. That is hard to read. 48,000. Giraffes need, under reticulated giraffes, they need 14,000. So it's definitely big enough. So that's good. So here's our start. Before I forget, put this down. Then I'm going to put a couple more buildings back here for this little village, if you will. Put a couple more keeper huts back here, that sort of thing. Just because there's going to be a lot of keepers coming and going from here. So my plan is to like wind the path through here. I think what I actually want to do is... Nope, bad. How's that look? It looks a little stupid, but I'm not that upset about it. Okay. So I think what I want to do, because I'm going to put giraffes in here, and I think it would look cool if there was like an area where you could just see giraffes. Now, what kind of barrier do they need? About 6 feet. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is come in here to terrain. I'm not dying, I promise. Yeah, this is what I used for the cheetahs, and it was fine. Flatten to foundation. So this will be an area, and I'll put some like enrichment items here, and it will be like a space where I'll have like no fence here, and people will be able to like look the giraffes in the eye. Basically, it'll be really cool. I'll be really excited about it. And then I need to fix this. So I feel like the giraffes are gonna really need a good slope because they're kind of cumbersome creatures. It's so hard to tell what my slope looks like with the long grass. And it's hard to do this without the animal in here to like look at it. But this is something I can very easily smooth over once I get them in here. I just want to know what I'm thinking. So this will be an area where you can come and like look the giraffe in the eye, basically, is the plan. So they'll be able to walk down here, and then this will be like the giraffe area. Now, out of curiosity, they are not connected to the water at all, but I'll be able to put another water purifier there if I wanted to do something with water. So I can do giraffes. Yeah, I like drowsy or Springbok. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. My panda's about to mature. Red panda, that is. Yeah, that slope doesn't look bad. But honestly, I can make this whole thing the slope, though. And it'll work. Okay. Now, what else can I do to make this kind of unique? I don't really know. I think I could put some various bits and bobs of water in. Let's go ahead and, just before I forget, add a water treatment plant. We'll put it on this side. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's not like it's going to reach another exhibit anyway. So we'll do this. Now, let me check power. That's pretty well connected, honestly. The only thing is like that little bit there. Not in an editing zone. See, that's not going to get anywhere. I could do a transformer that would fill in that gap, but I just don't think it's worth it for that one little bit of area when I could easily put whatever else I need along there. So I think we'll just have a little bit of a power gap. I think that'll be fine. If I knew what I could do that would be interesting to look at. Oh, I know what I could do that would be interesting. I can build a... Yeah. I can build like I did over there. With the... whatchamacallits, the orangutans. Let's build a shelter they can look at. This one piece is just going to be really tall. Because it's what we're going to build for you to view in the shelter. Because the giraffes have to have a tall shelter, right? So like if I go into habitat, take off cheetah, and do reticulated giraffe. And then I did shelters. I'm not gonna use... I can get an ice palace for my giraffe. That's interesting. Wow, this is large. I don't think I want something quite that tall. Okay, so this is like how tall something needs to be for the giraffe. We're not gonna use this, but I want to just drop this here for right now for height reference. And then we're gonna make this as tall as that. So now I know, like, I can use that glass as a frame of reference, quite literally. And then what we're gonna do is go into construction, wall pieces, pick something that I like for our African building. I kind of like the log wall. I use the log wall a lot. This is really stereotypical, but it's nice. The sandstone's nice. Oh, the slats. I like the wooden planks. I use this a lot for my Savannah stuff. Okay, so here's how we're gonna build it. We're gonna figure out how tall it needs to be. And we're gonna do this. So this will show me what a right angle is. And it looks like 2 of these tall is fine. Okay. So what we're gonna do is move this to this corner so that it lines up as best we can. Come on, game. Work with me here. Right, so like this is the angle. If I tweak it slightly, see, and I need it to almost there. Okay, there we go. I think this is my right angle. So we're gonna drop this down about there, like that. Then we're gonna edit it. We're gonna take this off and this off because this is gonna be the glass. And then we're gonna go down to, let's just type wood in here. Don't get me there faster. Zoop, zoop. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not lined up properly, though. There we go. Look, I didn't even do that on purpose, but that's great. Okay. And then this. There we go. There we go. That's something right there. I don't know what I'm doing right now. So we're going to have that come out like that. And then this. And then we're going to leave gaps. Perfect. And then this will come down. Just like that. Like that. And then I'm going to leave this open because the smaller animals that we're going to put in there. Oof, hold on. The smaller animals that we're going to put in here can come in here. So they'll have like their own entrances. Now what I assume... hold on. I want to get that lined up also. I assume if I drop this on here, this is not going to be problematic for the giraffes. I don't know that for a fact, but I would hope. There we go. So now we need a roof. Some kind of pitched roof. I don't need wood necessarily. What do I like? I don't mind this metal. I don't mind the painted clay. This is cool. I like that. That's pretty. It's probably part of the Arctic. I don't really care. I think it's pretty. I even like the colors as is, to be honest with you. And then let's go over here. There we go. And then the reason why I don't have a flat one is because I need to do this. Where's the flat version? Maybe there isn't a flat version. Well, that will put a damper in things for me. So I go here, pitch roofs. What was this called? Painted slate. I guess this is the comparison. Oh. If I change the color, it wouldn't be bad. Actually, hold on. Let's change the color first. Color editor. Is there a way I can, like, grab a color? That's not bad. Will it let me grab something? Okay, whatever. Apply. Nope. Bad. There we go. I don't completely hate that. I don't know that I completely love it, but I don't completely hate it. Okay, and then we'll go to roof trims. I know that I saw one that matches that, but at this point we're mismatched enough. I'm kind of a mind to, like, keep up the mismatch nature of it. You know? This. It's kind of a ridiculous barn, I can't lie. Okay, so then we're going to go to walls, and what I actually want to do is glass. That's the wrong angle. Perfect. Why won't you do what I need you to do? I don't like any of that. This doesn't look bad. For some reason it is not matching up. There we go, that's better. Alright, and then this, I don't want opaque glass. I want, like, regular old, you can see through it glass. There we go. Sure. Oh, I see. I put it on backwards. Okay, hold on. That's why I did that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. We bring this over here. Spin, spin. Go back up to what did I use? Yes, that looks like what I used. Flip, 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 exit, exit, come back to this panel. Perfect. Look at that. So now you'll be able to come in here and see the giraffes in their shelter, which is pretty exciting. And then what we're going to do here, we're going to make these. Nope, bad. Don't do that. Unselect. Unselect. There we go. We're going to... No. Here. Through here. I'll fix that. Then what I'll do is I'll click on just this one and bring it down so it's the same again, or at least close enough that no one's gonna notice. There we go. Okay. And then we're gonna make this one-way glass, but it's gonna be one-way glass going the other way. Like that. Or actually, that was really silly of me. We're gonna... I know this is fascinating. Thank you for anybody who's staying with me through all of this. We're going to put the one-way glass in this. There we go. That makes way more sense. And then here, this is going to be my barrier-free version. Just like that. Oh! And then after I get the animals, then we'll fix this part with some rocks. Okay. So that's going to be kind of unique. So let's go into paths. Paths. I don't need to angle snap you. So then you'll walk right along here. Curve right around. This will be where you can view some animals, barrier free. But then here is going to be where you look at them through a fence like normal. And then here's where you're going to be like, wow, this is so cool. I can see inside. We're going to loop this back around like this. And we're going to come over here. And we're going to make a pathway like that connects there. Because no one likes annoying paths. And then we can put some like exhibits here eventually, probably. And then one more exhibit here probably, and that'll finish off the Africa area. So that's pretty good. So let's, I don't know really what more I can do. Put some rocks down so that no one's getting out here. There we go. And then, oh, I can put in some water. That's right. I was going to do that. Just put in like a nice little pond here. Just to, I mean, it'll just look nice more than it's really needed. I just like the idea of a pond. Boosh. And we'll fancy that up also. But now there's not a whole lot more I can do without bringing in the animals, I think. So we will go here. We will reset all filters. So we will pick. Let's start with the reticulated giraffe. Where'd you go? Come here. Yay. Reticulated giraffe. Ooh, we have options. We have options. They're a little expensive. I mean, I can afford them, but they're a little expensive. Oof, you have no fertility. That's not good. You also have no fertility. Wow. You're cool, but again, no fertility. This is stressful. Okay, let's not start with the giraffes right now. Give them a second to get in some new animals. Let's go plains zebra. The zebra. Now, some of these zebras I should be able to buy with like regular money, which is going to be better for me. Let's see what we got here. Just realized that I never put my overlay on. I can do that if you guys want. I usually did in the past and I did it this time. Okay. What are we looking at here? Honestly, for the zebras, let's go youngest. Sort that way. Oof. Okay, let's do this. Zebras as cash listings instead of this way. Perfect, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. Adopt. I don't even really care that much about their stats. I just want to spend regular money instead of fancy money. Adopt. There we go. Animal storage. Move in here. Begin this process. Move in here. Move in here. Move in here. Come on, let's go. You can do a game, I believe in you. Alright. Real quick, I'll leave this paused while I do this. Let's visit some people. I want to get the conservation credits. Really? Trust no one. I like that. Okay. So we can get the zebras in here. Let's go back to animal trading. Reset all filters. I think Kanye said he liked Springboks. So let's grab some Springboks. You're a good male. Not much for me on the longevity gene front, but that's okay. Okay, so there we go. Now let's go for female Springboks. E. Not a lot of options. Move. Oof. Really would rather not spend conservation credits on Springboks. So we'll reset all filters. If these are updating, we'll go back to the giraffes. See if we get some better options. Not really. Not doing a lot for me here. That's not bad. Oof. Okay. We'll grab you. That way I can at least just get started, because I'll have one of each species in here. And we'll figure it out from there. Okay. Give it some time to bring in everybody. We're going to want to grab more zookeepers, just because this is going to be like a multi-animal exhibit. It always causes strain to the workload. Add a caretaker too. Got some sort of reward for something. Alright. We're all coming in here. We're working our way in. They're not going to be too happy right now, but we'll get there. I just kind of want to see everybody file in. They're coming. It's the big animal parade. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Giraffe came out of that box somehow. Okay, that should be everybody now. So, first things first. Let's make sure nobody can escape. So, does not look like you can escape. That's the Springbok. Let's click on a zebra. Zebra cannot escape, which is great. And then giraffe. Giraffe can get down there, which is what I wanted, and nobody can escape. And can get inside there, which is what I was hoping for. So, all in all, a successful exhibit from that perspective. Okay, so are the zebras happy with their herd size? The zebras are happy with their herd size, so we don't have to worry about zebras anymore. I'm sure the Springboks are not happy with their herd size, and I'm sure the giraffes are also not. Okay, so let's look at this really quick. We're going to call this Savannah. We'll call this Savannah. It's probably not how you spell Savannah. Okay, so you guys go to food quality 3. You guys were happy. I don't have to worry about you. I have one lady giraffe, so I need more of both genders. I have a boy Springbok, so I need only lady Springboks. Okay, let's see what we got. Man. You know, I'm not actually against this. I'm not against spending some, and getting like an albino reticulated giraffe would be pretty cool. And he had 17%, and as long as I have like a lady giraffe with some decent fertility, it'll be fine. I just need to stop being cheap and be willing to spend some dough. Okay, I don't know how many giraffes we actually need. So we're going to stay at 3 total. Reset all filters. Go to Springboks. There it is, Springbok. But then select only females, because I got my boy already. And you just have to do that because you don't want too many, you don't want territory problems. Springbok. We'll let this start playing while I do this. And Springbok. Okay. Let's let everybody file in before I do anything else. Look at that. And look, you can see that giraffe really well. Isn't that cool? I don't know. Camera system here. Yeah. Well, you could have. When he was standing there, you could. Or she. When she was standing there, you could. Okay, we'll get everybody in here, and then we'll work it all out. This is going to be a very happy exhibit over here. Look at that. This is an albino giraffe. That's pretty cool. Okay. Now, how are we all feeling? Okay, it's going to be a little crowded in there now, but that's okay, because assuming everybody's happy, yep, you have just enough of a herd to be happy. You have just enough of a herd to be happy. I probably could get away with one more Springbok. Unless one's coming? I don't think one's coming. Let's get one more Springbok. I don't even care if you have bad stats, because I don't need too many Springboks breeding. And what I can do is I can come over here. Actually, this is what I can do. This is what I can do. I'm going to select back here. Because it's getting to the point where it's just almost too small. So this will add a little bit of space. If I can get this to be like actually up against the fence here. Like it won't be much, but it's long enough and it's borderline enough that I think this will be fine. When I first got this game, I wanted to see if this area was actually accessible, and I tried to build an exhibit with like no fence along the border, and animals can actually get out. But that was my attempt to see if that would be a thing. Okay, cool. There's enough hard shelter, and I can put in another smaller hard shelter for the little guys so they don't all have to use the big one. So this is good, this is good. Let's get the terrain where it needs to be then. Terrain. So we'll start by looking at the giraffes, and then we'll see if what the giraffes like works for everybody else. I think that's the plan. Let's go to sand, and I just want to make this look a little bit different. Not necessarily digging the squareness of it, but I'll probably do what I did with the cheetahs and put some rocks around the edges, and it'll look better. Hey, welcome back, Kanye. We're making another Africa exhibit, and I got Springboks for you. Didn't you say you like Springboks? So it's going to be a cool little space over here. Okay, you guys like soil. Let's put soil inside here. Yes, Springboks. We have Springboks and zebras and giraffes all living together. So that's what this exhibit's gonna be. Oh yeah, I'll show you in just a second. I'm just painting the ground. There you go. Unpause. Springboks. There's some more over here. And that he's bringing the last Springbok now. I'm gonna keep it paused while I'm painting because it lags less when I do that. Alright, so that's nice and soily. They like more soil. I think zebras like even more soil actually. And then short grass. Yeah, thank you. I have, in one of my other zoos, I literally built a habitat with, like, I think everything, but maybe giraffes and elephants, but, like, every other savanna animal. And it was ridiculous. And I actually really regret it, because I think the game calculates, like, appeal for an exhibit by how many animals are in it. And so, like, everybody in my zoo went to that exhibit or habitat and wouldn't go anywhere else. And it was really frustrating. And then the exhibit was just a madhouse. And so I don't know. I'm never going to do that again. I like mixing animals, but you just don't need to put too many things in there. I learned that lesson the hard way. Okay, there we go. So the giraffes are happy with the terrain. Let's see. Do the zebras like the terrain? The zebras like the terrain? Do the Springboks like the terrain? The Springboks are happy. So everybody's happy. With the terrain, at least. So that's good. Let's get this place looking nice. Let's see I like the desert stuff more than the savannah. Well, the savannah doesn't look that bad. Someone puts giraffes and lions together to test something, and giraffes died to the lions. I bet they did. It is interesting just to test to see what would happen. I tried building a habitat once in one of my other zoos where I was going to put, like, natural borders between the exhibits. Or I keep saying exhibits. They mean something different in this game. Between the habitats and, like... So, like, it looked like the lions and the prey species would be in the same habitat, but they weren't. But I couldn't get it to look the way I wanted it to look. But I tried. See, that's just not going to blend in with the color of the rock well. I'd rather use the desert stuff. We'll make a little outcropping so they can go like into like this. It'll just be funny. I don't think I need to cover this one up the same way I did in the cheetahs, but I just like having some rock around the borders here. I think it just looks better. And also just less square. Like, you know, less like I just plopped the water there, even though that's totally what I did. There we go. I am getting hungry, let me tell you. I think I'll get this habitat ready and then I might call it. But I want to get this done rather than come back to an unfinished one. Put some rocks in just because it makes it look a little bit better, you know? There we go. I think just for my own comfort, I'm going to put a rock here. Not that I think it's going to be a problem. Okay. So those are the rocks. Let's see here. Okay, you don't like the capote tree. Even though I kind of like the capote tree, but we'll get rid of it then. So you want the least... So you want that amount of coverage. Let's pick who likes the least amount and base it off of them. Probably the Springbok or the zebra, so this is fine. So we're going to go into nature. We're going to keep just grassland because that's only what the zebras like. Go Africa, grassland, plants. You like these big boys though, don't you? Yeah, I like these big boys. Who doesn't like one of these big boys? They're utterly ridiculous and I love it. Okay. Let's look at this. Kind of like some trees near the shelter. They don't like that much coverage just because they are plains creatures. But it's cool to just drop some trees in, I think. It just makes it look neat. And then we can put some of this stuff on the ground because it doesn't really count much toward... It counts a little bit, but it doesn't count that much towards coverage. Because they're just ground plants. And they kind of help hide how artificial the water looks too and stuff. What's this stuff? A weeping willow. I don't believe those are African. And then, as you know, I believe everybody likes flowers. So we'll put in some flowers. There we go. Flowers. Okay, so they're still happy. Are the giraffes happy? The giraffes are happy and they like everything that's in there. Are the Springboks happy? Yes. Okay. How are we doing on space? Everybody should be happy space-wise. Yes. Okay. You are kind of not in with enough on the hard shelter, so I should just put in like a smaller shelter. For the smaller creatures. Many guests think the tickets are underpriced. Well, we will do something about that, won't we? We'll put in... I'll just build a shelter real fast. That the giraffes won't be able to fit into. But this will be... we're not going to do that. This will be for the zebras and the zebras and the Springboks. And then hopefully they'll use this one instead of using the space for the giraffes. Which is totally not how this is going to work at all, but it's a nice hope. Let's do this. There we go. See, so that's just more hard shelter. Hey, look at you standing on that rock. That's pretty cool. Just standing up there. And you're like hanging out in the trees. Cool, cool stuff. Okay, let's fix the habitat is not done, but let's fix this pricing issue. 42. 37. There we go. Okay, so now let's go to habitat. I feel like you guys probably could get away with large bedding. So let's pop in here. Put down some bedding. I don't think the animals necessarily need the bedding, but I think it's nice if you have it. So we have 3 adults, and then we'll put in some medium bedding if they have kids. And the smaller animals can use the medium bedding too. Like, you can be on bedding that's too big for you. And then we'll go over here and just drop some small bedding in here. Okay, so let's click on one of you guys. Enrichment. Now, we want to put some kind of enrichment here to encourage the giraffes to come over here to the giraffe viewing zone. Playing Among Us, you need to focus. That's totally fine, I understand, but I appreciate you being here, and I wish you luck in either your impostering or your detectiving. Rubbing pillar. I feel like everybody's going to like the rubbing pillar. Same with the sprinkler. Let's pop a sprinkler like right there. And before we... Oops, wrong one. Before we change, let's put in the food cage for the giraffes. They obviously have water, but this is a big habitat, so we're going to put in some ability to drink water from over here as well. Okay, so you guys should be much happier now, because you will have enrichment. Let's click on a zebra. Some of this stuff does count for them too, which is nice. Keep clicking on the wrong thing. Species... Plains zebra. Where are you, plains zebra? There you are. We're going to put in a large food trough because both the Springboks and the zebras will use it. Go into enrichment. Grab balls are nice. Food. Put in a grazing ball. Drop a grazing ball in. And a feeder barrel. Look at that. And this thing too. More. Okay. You guys are going to be pretty happy, and then we'll go to you guys, and it's very possible you're just going to be happy. Yep, because you're going to use a lot of the same stuff as the zebra. So, you, nutrition is your biggest problem, as well as the clean water drink, but that will get fixed in time. You guys, where's your happiness issue? Kind of the same thing. Are you a little too hot, maybe? Temperature's appropriate. I don't know, 80% doesn't feel appropriate to me. I'm gonna guess you guys are just a pinch too hot. But if you're not gonna complain, I think I'll leave it be. Hey, our cheetahs are expecting offspring. That's great news. Okay, look at this. Look at this neat little habitat. This is pretty cool. So we'll finish it by... I gotta look at where's my power again. I could just drop a solar panel in here, to be completely honest. It's not gonna hurt anything. And then I don't have to worry about this. Now I don't have to worry about it. I can put my stuff wherever I need to put it. Go to all. Go to education boards. We'll use this frame since we use the other frame and the other exhibit. So we'll put nope, that's not what I want. Okay, so one here. One here. I kind of always like putting one on a rock like that, so we'll put one there. Then we'll go to facilities. I need 3 because I have 3 animals. Or 3 animal types, I should say. I have more than 3 animals. There we go. Speaker. 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 Can I put like an animal talking point in? Okay, so here, let's put... we're going to pretend it's not poking out of the rock a little bit. We're going to put the giraffe one here, just because I made this to be the area where you could like look at giraffes. Baby cheetahs, I know! I'll be so excited. I'll let the game play so we can maybe see the baby cheetahs before I have to go. And then over here we'll put our Springbok stuff. Not at ideal temperature. Oh, it is a little toasty, isn't it? Well, go in, there's the cold areas. You just gotta go in one of the cold areas, buddy. Yeah, you'll be fine. There's plenty of cold areas, you just have to walk to them. It's just really hot out right now, that's all. Okay, facilities, let's put down some donation bins. I think that's going to be an important thing to add. Go. Benches. Well, actually, waste bins for sure, because they're coming here from like a food court potentially, so they're definitely gonna have trash. So we need to be prepared for that. And then benches. I'll put a lot of benches here because this would be like a cool place to observe. Same for right here. Go. Let's put some more waste bins here, even though, like, in my mind, there's nothing interesting here. People are just irritating that way. Oh, black bear overcrowding. That would be because my bear must have grown up. hold on. Let's deal with that briefly. Did any of my orangutans grow up? Not yet. Okay. What do you do? Will you tell me? No, not at the moment. Okay. So my young bear, released to the wild. Go free, bear. Go free. Okay. Reticulated Giraffe. And then what we'll do is go education, talks, March, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Cool. Cool beans. Have something there that wants me to release pandas to the wild. How is my panda population? I haven't checked on them in a while. I have baby pandas. Okay. But they're not ready. Oh, these guys can be released. These red pandas. They appear to be adults. Why would you not let me? There we go. Release red pandas to the wild. Avoid some overcrowding there. Look at that. Look at us. We're like raising animals. We got new baby otters and otters. I wonder how Totter is today. There we go. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I like this so like when they go in their little shelter, you can see them. I know it's toasty, guys. Everybody's hungry and thirsty. It's why you need to come here to this area. Oof. Looks like I need more vendors. Okay, well, let's work on that then. Vendor. 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 Didn't realize so many of my vendors were tired. Vendor. I'm not gonna buy one for each closed place, but it'll help to have more. Are there any more closed? Yeah, seeing this place is closed. I guess I could really go for some more vendors. Won't really hurt anything. I can afford it. I'm making the money. Just kind of keep an eye on everybody. Okay, looks like we're doing good. We're doing better. Alright, let's check on this. I'm not against getting another caretaker, just because I added this whole area. Keeper, I think I did get new keepers when I got the African exhibit. It couldn't hurt to add another vet, though. See, I don't understand this lot of time walking. Maybe I should have more educators? I don't know if that's what it's trying to tell me. But I'll add another educator. Alright, what are we looking at now? Vet research is complete. That's cool. I don't understand why you think this is inaccessible. I mean, I know the food throw path is blocked, but that's not going to be anything. Hey! Our cheetah had offspring. That was fast. Where's the baby cheetahs? Cheetahs! Baby cheetah! We got 2 of them. Hi, baby. Who's a pretty cheetah? Oh, it's pretty cheetah. Baby cheetah! Look at that. So happy. Did we get 3 baby cheetahs? Holy heck, how many cheetahs do I have? We have 3 baby cheetahs. Wow. Good job. Good job, Mom. I would totally take a screenshot there if there wasn't poop. I love the little squeaky sounds. You died? Well, that's sad. My cheetah just keeled over. Well, I had my 3 kids. It's time to go now. I don't know if the educator is spending time walking message is this is bad because they're spending so much time walking they can't get to where they need to go, or if it's bad because they're spending so much time walking because they're idle. I'll just have to look into it. Okay, so we'll need another cheetah. But I don't think I'm gonna get another one right now. Because I think what I'll do is the mom will probably die of old age soon also, and we'll have the 3 baby cheetahs, and then I'll release some to the wild, and then keep the one and get a mate for the other, I think is what we'll do. And see, people are really interested in this habitat over here, which is really cool. I almost don't think it would be a bad idea to create a work zone. I love that we have this albino giraffe. I think that's cool. They can get in their habitat, right? Yep, okay. So this is neat. We have a little bit of an area here that I'll probably just make pretty. We'll put in some more African habitats here. We'll just make this more of an African area, I think. But we'll definitely need to spend some time prettifying the zoo. So I think the next time this gets streamed, that's what we'll do. Is, now, is this place being used? This rest facility? Not currently. Can it show me stats on how often it's used? Oh, really? Just kind of curious. But people will eventually head this way. But yeah, so I think I'm just getting kind of tired and hungry. Let's see, what time is it? 4:30, yeah. So I think, as much as I'm having a good time, I think it'll be about time to go. But when we stream next, we'll spend some time actually prettifying the zoo. I think it needs to be prettified a little bit. Wait, let's go full circle here. See, I really want lights in here. Oh, I have an idea. Hold on, I have an idea, guys. Before we go. I have an idea. What if I did this, but I put them here? Yes! Now it's not like landing planes. And it will light up the water. Look at that. That's great. That's perfect, really. I love that. Okay, and so then let's do... If I do this, will it create a glare? Not really. Perfect. This is utterly... No, that's not what I want. Look at that. Look at that. Now you can actually see in there at night. Perfect. That's good. I'm not sure if that actually makes a difference for the people at the zoo, but for us it does. Hello, otters. Hello, baby otters. with some smelly fish. If I can get a nice screenshot somewhere of something. See if I can get a nice screenshot of these baby cheetahs. Pause. Just trying to do like maybe a different thumbnail, but with the cheetahs. Oh, that's pretty nice. Just kind of touch it. There we go. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not necessarily great, but it's not bad. But yeah, so we'll prettify the zoo for the start of the next stream, and then we'll build more Africa, I think. Look at that. That zoo so far is not bad. I almost wonder if I don't want to just, like, grab this as a screenshot. Maybe. I'll decide. I might be too lazy to make another screenshot before we stream again anyway. Is there anybody... Yeah, there's somebody who's streaming right now, probably. Alright. Well, that's, I think, gonna do it for today. I appreciate you guys being here. If for some reason you're watching and you haven't liked the stream, I would really appreciate it if you would. Just because we're still in the middle of the holidays, with New Year's and stuff coming up, still going to be a little bit erratic, but I'm hoping in the new year, my work schedule changes. So I'm going to need like a week to get used to my new, it's only changing by like an hour, but it's going to adjust my sleep schedule. So like first week of the year will probably still be weird, but I'm going to really try to get a schedule in January, but we'll see how well that goes. But thank you all so much for being here, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.